So, you are interested in developing a Safe Routes to School program? This video will provide you with some basic steps for getting your program off to a great start and outline the assistance that is available to you through the Connecticut Department of Transportation and its Safe Routes to School support team. The first step to creating a successful Safe Routes to School program is to get the right people involved. Identify people who want to make walking and bicycling to school safe and appealing for children. Bringing together a variety of community members with different knowledge, interests, and areas of expertise will help represent the community and align efforts more effectively.
We developed the Safe Routes to School Committee after participating in a workshop with the Capital Region Councils of Government. So we brought the Safe Routes to School program here to Orchard Hill, and with that we developed a committee including members from the school staff. We had members of our recreation department involved, our police department involved, of course myself as the planner, the engineering department, and on the school side we not only had members of the staff but we also had members of the parent-teacher organization, as well as some really interested parents that really championed the project for us. In developing a Safe Routes to School committee, it's really important that you get as diverse a group together as possible. Again, in our particular project, we included members of the school, but also members from the town government, because it's really critical that you do this as a community project, just not a school project. So when developing a committee, not only members of the school staff, the physical education teacher, the nurse or principal, whoever from the school, but also reaching out into the community and getting maybe some of your biking or walking groups that might be out there that have a real interest in seeing this kind of infrastructure developed, or a local Y or the Chamber of Commerce. There's a lot of different interest groups out there that may be available to you and provide support to your project.
Having a program champion to provide leadership and enthusiasm will help the group to keep things moving. The champion may be a leader, but will need support from the whole group. The Safe Routes to School support team can help provide assistance in developing a Safe Routes to School committee and selecting a champion. Having participation from all sectors of the community, as well as an enthusiastic and committed champion, will give your Safe Routes to School program the support it needs to succeed.
The champion at this school was a parent. She lived across the street from the school, and we were busing all students, and her children really loved to ride their bikes to school, and she knew there were other children in the neighborhood who wanted to do that. She approached the principal, who got right on board, thought it was a great idea. I think it's important that the champion be someone who loves what this is all about: walking safely, riding your bike safely. It doesn't need to be a parent, it doesn't need to be the principal of a school. It could be the nurse, it could be, the PE teacher, it could be anyone, just someone who is really engaged in making this happen.
Holding a kickoff meeting will help to create a vision for the program and to lay out the next steps. In creating a vision, ask participants to consider their vision of the school 5 years from now, or maybe positive memories of walking or biking to school as a kid. This will help to highlight positive goals and begin to outline specific benefits for children walking today.
The support team can provide a Safe Routes to School presentation, including the 5 E strategies: education, encouragement, enforcement, engineering, and evaluation. Once you have decided what you want your program to accomplish, you can start generating steps to achieve these goals. Discuss the appropriate next steps, assigning roles or committees as needed to separate out the tasks.
Collecting information can help to identify needed program elements and provide a means to measure the impact of the program later. There are many methods for gathering information, each presenting different types of data. Conducting parent and student surveys can identify barriers to walking and bicycling. Collecting traffic counts, measuring driver speeds, and mapping routes that lead to school are more concrete methods of gathering information.
Well, I think it's important to understand where people naturally walk when they're going between places, because that's where you want to put the pathways. People don't always follow the straight and path. They often find a direct route which cuts across an area, or maybe goes along the border of an area that you may not see right away.
Observing arrival and dismissal times will help to better understand student and driver behavior, as well as highlight safety issues at or near the school. Walk audit assistance is available through the Safe Routes to School support team to schools that are developing a master plan.
Once a specific list of issues has been developed, the next step is to identify solutions. Outline the strategies that will be used to address each issue. Most solutions will include a combination of education, encouragement, engineering, and enforcement strategies. Often there are some strategies that cannot be implemented until safety issues are addressed. So prioritize the list by identifying critical issues that pose a safety risk. And look for quick wins that would help to generate additional enthusiasm early in the program. A Safe Routes to School Master Plan is a written document that outlines the school and community's intentions for making travel to and from school more sustainable and safe. A master plan is developed in consultation with the whole school community. Create a time schedule for each part of these strategies, a map of the entire area covered by the plan, and an explanation on how the program will be evaluated.
To develop a Safe Routes to School plan is something that does take a little bit of effort. Not only do you have to get your group together, but there's also several elements of the plan that you want to make sure that you include in the plan that you're developing. So it does take some time. It is something that we spent several months putting together, making sure that we were addressing the specific elements required in a Safe Routes to School plan, but also then going forward and getting the funds for the infrastructure improvements. And you do want to just stick with it, and once you have a plan in place, you have something to follow.
The Safe Routes to School support team can assist in master plan development by advising on the strengths of the plan, identifying areas that could use improvement, and offering suggestions on how to improve these areas. The support team can also assist in the development of maps to be included in the master plan for information such as school boundaries, walking and biking routes, sidewalk inventories, and safety hazards. On infrastructure projects, cost overruns may be the responsibility of the local government. There are several places to seek additional funding for Safe Routes to School program activities, including federal programs, environmental and air quality funds, health and physical activity funds, county and city funding, and humanitarian organizations.
Parts of the master plan that don't require major funding can be put into action right away. Teaching children that rules of the road through education is an important component of the program that should be started early on. After kids have learned the rules of the road, using a combination of encouragement activities such as weekly walks, park and walk locations, contests, and walking school buses can make up a comprehensive encouragement component that will continue to motivate children and parents. There are also many low-cost engineering solutions that can be put into place in a short time, such as new signs, fresh paint on crosswalks, and pavement markings.
Right in front of the school, we did a couple of raised crosswalks so the students have an easier time to access the school from where they're dropped off in the parking lot. And those improved safety for the school and they improved accessibility for the school. We also put some speed humps to do some traffic calming and control speeds in the driveway between this school and the school behind us. And then we connected pathways into the neighborhoods around the school so the students would have a better route to get to school.
The Safe Routes to School support team can assist with safety education through events such as walking structure skills practice, a walk to school event, or a bike rodeo. After the program begins, careful monitoring will identify which strategies are increasing the number of children safely walking and biking to school. Proper adjustments can be made as this and other new information is gathered. The Safe Routes to School support team can assist in the evaluation of strategies outlined in the master plan and provide a critique of their success.
The committee also needs to consider how to sustain energy and interest in the program so that children continue to walk and bicycle to school safely. Key strategies for keeping the program going include identifying additional program champions, letting people know about the successes, encouraging policy changes, and creating a permanent Safe Routes to School committee.
If you are interested in obtaining assistance with Safe Routes to School program support or plan development through the Connecticut Department of Transportation's Safe Routes to School support team, visit walkitbikeitct.org to fill out a support application. In addition, the website provides sample Safe Routes to School master plans, surveys, and many other resources that can be used in the development of your Safe Routes to School program.
I walked to school today.
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 I walked to school today.